At my computer today in my little office space here at home because I want to be able to show you some stuff on the computer. So we'll get there. But if you're here live, say hi so I can chat with you. Let me bring up the chat here so I can see what's going on. Thanks for joining me. I'm so excited for today. I have been like planning this and thinking about it for pretty much this whole year. And so it's taken me a while to get to a point where I feel like I'm ready to share it with everybody. And hopefully it's going to be amazing. Yay. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Thanks for joining me on Saturday morning. I mean, it's noon here, but it's 11 where you are, right? And it still feels like morning to me. I don't know. It's the weekend. I like to sleep in a little bit. Anyway, how are you doing? Um, no more snow here, so hopefully no one else has snow. Man, I saw Carol's picture on Facebook of 4 inches, and then Sarah also, she's in Minnesota. They had a bunch of snow earlier in the week, so I don't know. I guess winter's coming. I'm just gonna hang out for a minute for people to join, if anyone wants to join, and then I'll get started and talk about it. I'm so excited. I have my notes here so I don't forget anything because it's gonna be good. So if you're here live, say hi so we can chat. And I think, let me just double check and make sure I'm streaming everywhere. I am. Woohoo, it's working. It's working today. That's great. Cloudy day, just bumming around the studio. That's nice. Those are nice days because, it just feels like more relaxed and easy and like no pressure. I like no pressure days. So, okay. So I'm just going to start talking, and as folks join, I can go over stuff again, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of sort of how I got to this point and why I feel like I need to bring this to everybody now. Susie, hey, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Vicky. So excited for all my friends to be here. I love you guys so much. So I get a lot of emails actually and private messages and just little questions here and there all the time about mixed media, right? And for a couple of years now, and I try to talk about it in lives. Beth's here. Hey, Beth, how are you? Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. I miss you so much. Yeah, and so I've been thinking for a long time, like, do I give them like a starter bundle? Like, here's all the supplies you need to get started, and then here you go have fun. Or do I just have classes, or do I do lives? Like, I don't know, like, and I've done lives, and I've tried to do a lot of different things, but it's always been on my heart to do something more specific and more comprehensive because um mixed media has been around. Honestly, I learned about it probably 20 years ago, and it wasn't called mixed media then, but it was like, okay, my mom and I used to go to Mega Meet all the time. Well, we still kind of do, but I'm thinking like well, Henry's 16 and we've been going since before he was born, so maybe 18 or 19 years we've been going to Megameet in Novi. It's just like a consumer craft show, and they have a bunch of booths, and it's fun, and they have classes and stuff. And that's kind of like when I first got into mixed media. I was going there, and I remember there was a booth. They had this paste in a tub or in a pot, and it was from Dreamweaver. I can still picture the label in my head because it was the first time I was really introduced to it. And it was called embossing paste. And they sold it in a kit with metal stencils. That's how long ago this was. Does anyone still have metal stencils? I don't know. I do, by the way. But before that, metal stencils were used like with those little, what are those things called? The little ball end, the embossing tool, where you would like put it over your paper and you would trace around. And then you have Dreamweaver stencils? Yes, Susie. Yes. And Dawn does too. It's crazy, right? I mean, that was definitely probably 17, 18 years ago. And at this point I'd been involved in paper crafting a little bit, and excuse me, card making mostly. A little bit of scrapbooking, but not as much. Thank you, Dawn. It's a stylus. I knew someone would know. Dry embossing. Yes, all of this, right? Like, I don't even think we do this. I don't do this anymore. Does anyone else? And at the time, I was like, "Oh, this is kinda boring because I don't wanna have to trace around all this stuff." I don't have the attention span for fiddly stuff like that. So, but anyway, I saw this pot of stuff and it was from Dreamweaver and it was called embossing paste. And you wipe it through that metal stencil and you had dimension and you had in this cool pattern, whatever the stencil was. And I was like, oh, what is this? I'm totally hooked. And at the time, I was also graduating from college with a photography degree. And for one of my final classes, we had a portfolio class and we had to prepare a physical portfolio book of all of our photographs that we wanted to display and show to people, our best work. And we also had to have we had a gallery show in a local gallery and we got to pick one or two pieces to hang and it was nice. And so for my journal cover, and this is like, there's no mixed media at this point, right? It's like, it's not called that, but they're starting to have little pieces of that fine art world like trickling over. And I remember going to Michael's and I got some mulberry paper. It was like an olive green with like flecks of mustard in it. I remember it so well. And I printed all of my pictures on nice paper. And on the cover, I found this wooden stamp at Michael's that said, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." Right? I love that phrase so much. And it was really nicely done. And it was like the wood stamp. I just bought the single stamp. And I also bought black Uti, which is ultra thick embossing powder. You guys remember that stuff? Like that's just coming back around now. I saw Diane Reevely's got some new colors, which I'm very excited about. But anyway, this is way back when Ranger first had it and they had that little pot that you melted in. Anyway, I didn't have any of that stuff. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I bought some wire mesh because I love texture. I bought some black ultra thick embossing powder and I had that stamp and I had platinum pigment ink. Okay. And I was like, I am making my cover with this. I have no idea how it's going to happen, but I'm doing it. So I took the wire mesh and like, um, stretched it out and made it kind of distressy and put it down on the middle of or on the top part of my journal cover, my book cover. And then put like a pile of the Uti in the middle and I put it in my oven so I could melt the plastic, right? Because I didn't know how else to do it. And then I had my stamp inked up and ready to go. And I took it out of the oven and I stamped it and I held it there and I lifted it off and I was like my brain exploded and I was like, oh my goodness, what are all the things I can do now? Because that was really my introduction to mixed media. That and then the Dreamweaver thing and things just started like trickling in here and there. So sorry for all that backstory, but I feel like it's important because I've been developing my knowledge and my toolbox really of mixed media skills over the last 20 years. And it's only because I'm obsessed with it and I love it. And I also love teaching and I also love you and I also love the community. And so I really, really have been trying to figure out the best way I can serve all of you and with my knowledge. And so in January of this year, I got to go to a design retreat and I was flying home. I was sitting on the plane flying home from Missouri, and this idea just popped in my head like, oh, I'm going to make a mixed media masterclass. And I'm going to make it like an Encyclopedia Britannica thing where you can just say, like, I want to learn more about gesso. So I'm going to go watch that gesso video and then I'm going to apply it to whatever I'm doing. And I had like literally, here are my notes, okay, from that time double-sided, okay, like 80 videos, okay, that I was going to make. And I'm like, oh, this is so much. People are going to be overwhelmed. This isn't quite right, but I know this is right. Like I knew that I was onto something, but it wasn't quite right. And I don't want people to get overwhelmed because that's where they are right now. People come to me all the time and they're like, I don't know why I'm using gesso. Why did we just did daily creative practice this past week, right? And I was very specific and said, on day 2, when we put that paste through the stencil, it has to be modeling paste. It can't be gel medium. Why? Why does that matter? All of these things I just know because I've been doing it forever, right? And I want to share the information with you and I want to help you grow and just incrementally 1% a day or whatever grow and have more tools in your toolbox for all this stuff. So I was like, okay, this is a good idea. but it's not quite right. Let me just think on it some more. So over the course of this year, I've really been thinking about it and like trying different things. I even started making some of the videos and it was just like, it's not right. Anyway, so this is how I got to where I am today and why I'm sharing what I'm sharing with you today, because I'm super passionate about art, period, creativity in general. And because of that, I think I fit so well with mixed media because mixed media is like all the things, right? And I love all the things and I want to share all of that with you. Hi, Sarah. How are you? I'm sorry, I just saw that you joined. I'm so excited you're here. So thanks everybody for being here. So what I'm going to tell you what it is and then I'm going to sort of talk through like how it's laid out. And the reason I'm sitting at my computer desk today is because I also want to share with you a little sneak peek into the class portal so you can see how things are laid out and we can talk through it. If you have any questions at any point, please ask them. Um, I instead of making a masterclass and giving you like 85-minute videos and saying, there you go, have fun, I decided to make an academy because it really needs to be an interactive, consistent practice of drilling down into a topic for the month and talking about it over and over again and seeing it in video form and seeing it printed on a page and trying it with your own hands multiple times and asking questions and showing me your work and saying, you know, why didn't this work for me, or look at this cool thing I did, or whatever, right? And I think that with that repetition and just digging deep into each topic over time, you are going to have these tools in your toolkit, okay? And the reason that's important is because have you ever like went on Pinterest or Instagram or whatever and you're scrolling through and you see some really great art and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to make something like that." And you go to make it and you're like, "Oh, what happened?" Like that doesn't look anything like what I saw or what was in my head or whatever. And you don't know how to get to where you want to be and you don't know how to fix it. When you have the foundational knowledge of the tools you're using and why you're using them and how you should use them and how you should not use them and how you can push them, then that process becomes a lot easier and a lot more intuitive over time. And when you see something on Instagram or Pinterest, or you think of an idea in your head and you go to put it on paper, you more often will be able to make the thing that you want to make. Okay. Not always, like, I still don't make stuff I like often, but it's okay. It's part of the process. So, um, so that is why I've created the Mixed Media Academy, and I'm super, super excited about this. I'm totally committed to this. This is going to be just a very huge thing. I have enough content for Mixed Media Academy to plan out the next 4 years conservatively. I could probably go further. And as time goes on, more things will happen and more things will come about. And I just have so much that I want to share with you. And here's how it's going to go. Each month, we talk about one specific topic. And in a minute, I'm going to share my screen so I can show you the class portal so you can kind of see how it breaks down. But each month, we have a main topic. And then we also have a main so I'm including like a thing like gesso, canvas, art sprays, acrylic, whatever. And then I'm also including elements of art and design and composition with that because that piece is so crucial to understanding where do I put this on the page and why when I put it here it looks great and I put it here it doesn't. That's really important, but I couldn't just teach that and not the other stuff. And I really wanted to sort of combine them. So at least for this first year, we're going to be talking about a topic. So month one is color wheel because color obviously is very important to understand. Everyone, I talk about it a lot and people still ask me questions. What's cool color? What are warm colors? How do I make mud? How do I not make mud? Stuff like that, right? So month one is going to be at the color wheel. We're building our foundational knowledge. And we're also going to be talking about different elements of art. So balance and leading lines and repetition and rhythm and all those things, right? Rule of thirds. So every month we're going to pick a composition or design or element of art design and whatever the topic is, and we're going to mesh them together, and we're going to talk about both of them, and we're going to get really detailed. So week one of each month, you'll get a topic video. So let me get my notes so I don't mess up. You'll get a topic video. This will introduce the topic for the month. It will just give you whatever information I feel is relevant for you. And if there is a printable to go along with it or downloadable material, it will be available to you that first week most of the time. There won't always be a printable, but if there's something I feel like you're going to be able to use to like print it out and like put it on the wall in your art room. So then when you're working, you're like, oh, what's that thing Cassie said? And you look at that sheet and you're like, oh yeah, it's right there. It's just like a nice quick little cheat sheet. Or if there's some visual thing I want you to use, I'll answer your questions in a minute. Thank you for the question, Dawn. Then I'll have a printable for that. Or if there's something like, I made something that I want you to cut out and use in a project or whatever, you know, or I want to give you stuff or art quotes or whatever, like printables like that will generally be available to you that first week. Okay. Then week two, we will have a live project. So I've heard you say that you want more Zoom time, you know, and more community time in that way where we can actually see each other's faces and interact and make stuff. And I think that that is the best part of really being in any sort of program, is like being a part of that community and being able to see each other and create together and ask questions and all the things. So week two will be a live Zoom project. There'll be a project for us to make, or we'll be digging in deeper into whatever the material is that we're covering, maybe working on techniques. You know, we might have a project, it might just be a technique class. It just will depend on the topic. And that will be live on Zoom. And then they're recorded and they'll be available in the portal to watch again after. So if you can't join live, you can always watch the replay, or if you just want to go back and watch it later, you can always do that too. Week three will be a self-paced project. So it'll be an actual project that you're going to make to use the material or whatever we're learning about to practice that composition thing that we're learning about and to actually make a project. Okay. And that will be self-paced. It's a pre-recorded video. So you can pause it, fast forward, watch it late at night, early in the morning, whatever works for you. Okay. And then week four will be live Zoom with me again. So you get me twice a month live on Zoom, which is pretty amazing. I'm very excited about this. Week four is going to be about Q&A and critique, or feedback if you don't like the word critique. Q&A is like, I was trying the technique that you were teaching in week two, and I just can't get it to work right. What am I doing wrong? Here's my thing. Look at it on the screen. Help me out. Help me figure out what I can do better, or how, you know, like, you know, what to do differently. And I can help you. Other members in the group can help you. We all have different knowledge and different areas that we're coming from. And so that's a really great way to get instant feedback and to really help you when you get stuck on something. Or if you just have a general question, you're like, hey, I hear you talking about this thing all month, but I'm just still not quite getting it. Like, can you just give me a little bit more? Can you explain it in a different way? That's what this time is for. Okay. And then if you make something and you're like, can you please look at it? Because I don't know if I'm understanding this rule of thirds right, you know, for the composition piece or whatever it is we're talking about. Can you look at my art piece or my creative piece or whatever, and can we talk about it? And we can talk about the things that are done well and the things that you can improve on. And if no one else wants to do it, I can talk about my own stuff and tell you what I did well or what I can improve on, so you can sort of get a feel and idea for how that goes. It will never be a criticism. It will only ever be a way for us to just keep growing and sharing and supporting each other. And then, of course, you have the community. So there'll be a group attached to the class portal. You can share your work and all that stuff, and we can cheer each other on and all of that. So that is the structure, I guess, of the Academy in general. Now, there are 4 months of the year. I have my big calendar here. This is December. I'm busy. Oop, there's a kitty here. There are 4 months next year that we have 5 weeks. So I also forgot to say this. When we're live, it will be Tuesday nights. Okay. So, and again, if you can't join live, that's fine. Um, but that's when the lives will be. And when they are pre-recorded videos, they'll be released at the beginning of the week, probably like Monday morning. Okay, Kitty, we don't chew on things. Okay, so let's see. So January, May, August, and October are the months that we have 5 weeks. And Kitty, stop it. She's trying to chew a bag here, and that's not okay. No, sorry for that. So anyway, there may or may not be bonuses or surprises there. I can't tell you now because then it wouldn't be a surprise. But for the most part, there are 4 weeks in the month, and that is how the process will go. Let's see. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh, I missed the most important part. Seriously. Oh my goodness. There will be an art kit sent to your house every month. Yay! Okay, so I'm just going to tell you, Kitty, stop it. For month one, we are talking about the color wheel. And in a second, I'm going to show you you're going to see all 12 months what the main focus will be. You will get an art kit sent to your house every month of the base of the supplies that you need to do the thing that we're going to talk about. So month one is color wheel. So you're going to get paint and you're going to get a color wheel sent to your house so that you have the same supplies that I'm going to be working with. You can use them with me and we can do it all together. Okay. And so whatever the month is, you're going to get some art supplies sent to your house related to that thing. It's all included in the price and the shipping and everything. And so yay, that's amazing. All right. So you're getting community, you're getting a class portal, you're getting 2 live Zooms a month, and then 2 pre-recorded videos a month. You're getting art supplies sent to your house. And yeah, I think that's it. Printables, right. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to answer Dawn's question, and then I'm going to take you to look at the portal really quick. Okay. If anyone has other questions, please ask. I'm happy to answer all your questions. So one second. Okay. Dawn says, are you still doing AJA? For those of you that don't know, AJA is Art Journal Adventure, and that has been my monthly art subscription program for the last 3 years. And the answer is yes, I am still going to do it. It is going to relaunch. I'm just going to tell you because I have my calendar here. It's going to relaunch December 4th to start January 15th because it's changing again. That program is amazing and I love it. But it is changing. And I'll just tell you, for those of you that are in it now and are like deciding if you want to do both or one or the other or whatever, the price is going to go down a little bit because it's changing. Okay. But it's still going to go next year if people still want to do it. It's going to be different though. And I will talk about that and tell you all the details on December 4th, which is when it launches. It will launch that week. So if you have any other specific questions, you want to message me privately, I'd be happy to chat with you. But I'm not ready to launch it yet because I'm still working out some details, but it is going to change a bit. But it is still going to be available for those that want it. Okay. So any other questions, let me know. I'm about to share my screen and that's going to make me not see your comments for a minute. Okay. So you can just keep asking me questions if you want or leaving comments, but just know that I won't see them until I stop sharing my screen. So let me share my screen now. Okay, one second. Okay, we'll just do that. Allow. There we go. Okay, you ready? Wait, first, can you all see my screen? Can someone say yes? Because this is the first time I've shared screen on this, using this platform. So can someone just tell me, I can see your comments right now. Can someone tell me that you can see my screen? I'm gonna wait because I wanna make sure before I keep talking that you can see what I wanna show you. Very small. Okay. Well, let me go to this other screen. Is this bigger? I'm gonna sit here for a minute and I'm gonna go back so I can see the comment. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I can bring this up on my phone really quick. Sorry. I just thought of this, so let me do this really quick, and then I'll be able to see your comments um, as you type them. Hopefully you can see my website right now, which still says Cassie's Parlor, and I will change that someday. Okay, let's just do that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, can I see comments? Hmm. Maybe I can't see comments. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me just go back really quick and see. That wasn't a good way to do it. Okay, let's see. Um, very small. Yes, that could be me. Ugh, I'm really late. I'll watch the replay. Oh, that's no problem, Jackie. The main screen is frozen screenshot of you. But could you see my art supplies page? Ugh, I'm so bummed out. I wanted you to see my screen. Um, hmm. Can you not see my, let me go to YouTube. Sorry guys, just give me one more second. I was really hoping this would just work, but it's not working. Okay. Got it. Okay. It's not. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Hold on. I'm going to stop sharing. I see that. I see what you're seeing now. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, now you can see me again. Sorry for that. Okay. Jackie, you're not too late. If you want to hang out, you're fine, or you can watch the replay. It's all good. Let me try sharing my screen again, and I think I know what I can do here. Let's try this one. Yes. Okay. Let's see if this is better. Oh, okay. I see it. All right. Okay. Now you can see my screen. Oh, but I can't interact with it. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. All right. I see what's happening. Well, I thought I practiced this ahead of time, but it's not working very well. So we're going to stop sharing again. Hold on. Let me get it to where I need it to be. Oops. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I want to show you the class portal. So that's why I'm taking the time to do this instead of just talking through it, because I want to show you all of the is that gonna work? Okay, I see. Okay, here we go. You won't be able to see all of it because I can't scroll, but you'll be able to see most of it. And when you go to this page on your own later on, if you're interested in seeing more, then you'll be able to see all of it. Okay, so can you kind of see on my screen here? Yeah, okay. Let me just make sure it's a little bit behind. Okay, so you can see what I'm trying, and it's small, I realize that, but I'm going to talk through it, okay? So in January, like I said, we're talking about the color wheel. We're also talking about elements of art, okay? And you'll be able to see when you, so this is like expanded just January. Okay, thank you, Susie. Thanks, Dawn. I appreciate your guys' patience so much. So you'll see first week is topic, color wheel, and elements of art. So that'll be a pre-recorded video. You'll get all your downloads or whatever in that week's detail. Then the second week is live project, color wheel, and elements of art. Self-paced project, live Q&A, okay? And then, so that's how that will be. And then you'll always have that as long as you have an active membership. You'll always be able to go back to all the previous months and keep, and rewatch videos, ask questions, whatever. February, we're talking about gesso. I get so many questions about gesso and like, yeah, I have it and I'm using it, but why am I using it? Why do I even care about gesso? What are all the different kinds of gesso? Like, why do I need clear gesso? That doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to talk about it and we're going to go in depth and we're going to make projects. So even if you're like, I already know about gesso, well, that's fine. We're going to also make projects and maybe you'll learn some things along the way that you didn't know already. March, we're going to talk about Canvas. And let me just tell you, I am so excited about March because there are so many different types of canvas that maybe you don't even know about. So we're digging deep. We're digging deep on all these things. And I didn't put the in this high level, you can see January, February like this. I didn't put the design aspect here, but when you drill down into it, you'll see I label them appropriately with the design element we're talking about and the topic for the month. Okay. So April is modeling paste, May is stencils, June is acrylics, July is art sprays, August is split complementary and complementary colors, because that's a really important color topic that needs its own month. Okay, and then when you go to this page, you'll be able to see all of the months for 2024. And like I said, I could plan out 4 years of content right now for this mixed media program because that's how much I want to teach you. Okay, so no worries on on like content going or not having enough content for a long time. I could have this program for a decade and still always be teaching new things. So I'm super excited about this. I really want to help you cement these things into your brain and help you just become a better creative over time and help you learn the things you want to learn and answer the questions for you and be as available for you as I can be. So I think 2 times a month being live on a um, being live on Zoom to be active with you and answer your questions and create with you is going to be a really great way to do that. Sarah Clark's here. Hi, Sarah. How are you? You said I was watching the clock and then started making pancakes. Oh, I want pancakes. Dang it. That sounds amazing. That's okay. You can always watch the replay and we're still talking. So if you have any questions, for those that join later, if you have questions and you want me to go over something again, it's no problem. I can do that. So that is kind of the class portal, just high level. So next, I just want to, I'm going to get out of here just so I can see, you can see me and I can chat with you some more. And so I want to talk about, oh, it just left my brain. Hold on. Hold on. It's going to come back. Yes, I want to talk about how to join. So right now you can go to CassandraLouiseDesigns.com and along the top bar, you'll see Mixed Media Academy. You click on that, it takes you to that page I was just at, but there's more information above it. There is a button to actually, that takes you to the shop where you can purchase either a monthly, a 6-month, or an annual plan. And you will be a founding member. And a founding member means some really important things, actually. A founding member of a program is the best kind of member because number one, you get the benefit of having a founding member price, right? And you'll see it reflected when you go to the shop and see you're getting a 40% discount off of the eventual full price of the program because it's going to be so full and so you're getting me twice a month live. You're getting so much information. You're getting art supplies mailed to your house. It's going to be really comprehensive and hopefully really helpful for people over time. But as a founding member, you are super duper important to me because you are going to help me make this program be the very best it can be. If you have been with me in the Art Journal Adventure since the beginning, this is a really great example because you were founding members of that group. In the beginning, I sent out emails with the link to the YouTube video, and we had a private Facebook group where we could share our makes and stuff for the month, right? And people were emailing me and saying, "Oh, I lost the email. Can you resend it? Oh, this isn't," and it was very clunky and it wasn't quite working right. Like the material and the deliverables were there, but the delivery of those wasn't great. But I was learning and growing and changing over time, and now we have a class portal and everything is neatly contained and organized, and you can go back and watch previous months videos and weeks videos whenever you want, right? And so it has changed and evolved and grown over time because of the founding members in the group that said, "Hey, I'm having this pain point. This isn't quite working for me. This, can we adjust or tweak this?" Or I've said, "Hey, um, I really want us to move in this direction. I want to teach you this, so I'm going to change things up a little bit." And again, it's changing again next year because I want us to keep always like just 1% leveling up and growing and changing over time. So, and you get to be my OGs for life, which is pretty amazing, I think. I love you guys so much. And you help me be better for you, and that's my favorite thing. It's the most important thing is for us to be helping each other grow and change over time. So, and be our best versions of ourselves. So, I really appreciate all of my founding members for any program that I've ever had because you really do help me um, see things from a different perspective and help me create the best thing that I can create. So, that is what you would be doing this week if you decide to join the Mixed Media Academy. You become a founding member, and as long as you're active in the program, you will always have the same price, is what I'm trying to say. Even if this program is still active in 4 years and the price is doubled or whatever, you will still be at the founding member price for as long as you're active in the program, which I think is pretty amazing. And I'm super excited about that. And I am excited to be able to offer that to you. So let's see, what else? What else? Let me make sure I've said everything I want to say. There's so much. There's so much, but I think I got it all. Um, yeah, so you will get supplies sent to your house. We will be active together twice a month. You will have self-paced projects because I also don't like. I know it's nice to be together live, but it is also nice to have a project that you can like pause and just do when you have time and not on someone else's schedule or whatever. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? I will post a link in the Facebook group and on the YouTube description of this live. Um, or maybe you get to make posts in YouTube now, can't you? Anyway, I'll post it everywhere. I'll post the link, how to get to the page I was just showing you that has like the image of the class portal and has more information. Yeah, when do you need to sign up for the founding member price? Oh my gosh, thank you, Sarah. That's a beautiful question. I appreciate that. Um, yes, so I'm looking at my calendar. Um, the um, the founding member launch closes on Friday the 10th. So you have a week to sign up. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yeah, so that's next Friday. So anytime from today through next Friday, you can sign up to be a founding member. It doesn't start till January. So the very first week of January, the program will begin and you will start getting your content and all of that. In December, I will add you to the group and start, give you any of the preliminary stuff that you need. And then um, every month, you will have your kit sent to you at the beginning of the month for whatever supplies you need. And then at the same time as your topic video will be released. So you'll be getting your supplies that first week and the new content will arrive that first week and then we'll use those supplies throughout the month. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's see. Yes, so that's till next Friday. Dawn says, no questions, thinking I would like to see what other art journal folks are gonna do because I probably would only do one program. Okay, sure. So you probably, that's a good point. Let's see. Maybe I can talk about the art journal group sooner because I hear you wanting to do one program. Um, I think there's room to do both if if you're interested. I could talk about it high level if you want. Are there other people that want to know about what Art Journal Adventure is going to do in 2024? Because I can just talk about it here for a minute if people are interested in knowing, or even if you haven't been in it and you want to join it. It is going to change. It's going to be a quarterly membership. and it's going to change pretty significantly. So if you guys want me to talk about it now, I suppose I can, but it's not really going to launch until December. But maybe if it helps you make a decision whether you want to join the Mixed Media Academy and the Art Journal Adventure Group are two totally different things. They're never really going to overlap. Um, because Mixed Media Academy is talking about very specific things, like month 2 is about gesso. So you might get gesso we got gesso way back in the beginning in Art Journal Adventure, but Art Journal Adventure is going to be different now. Um, so let's see. If other people want to hear about it, I'm happy to talk about it now. Or Don, maybe we could just have a side conversation if you want to know what it's going to be like because you really only want to pick one and you want to make the best choice for you. I'm totally good with that. Let's see. Sarah says, I need that long until January to get my room cleaned up again. Yes. Okay. All of my former school office is in there right now. Oh, I totally get it. Yeah. So that will give you like almost 2 months to prepare, which is great. Um, so yeah, I'll just tell you high level what's going to happen with Art Journal Adventure. Okay, Don, because I want you to have all the information so you can make the best choice for you. Okay, could you just address the Art Journal group separately? Well, I could, but Art Journal is open to anybody. And oh, thank you for saying that, because there is one other thing I want to say about the Art Journal group and the Mixed Media Academy. I'm going to have closed cart launch style, I guess. I don't know how else to say that. So this week I'm launching the Mixed Media Academy. You can join as a founding member, and then it will start in January. When it starts in January, it will not be like people can't just join in January. Okay. It'll be a closed group because I just want to focus on getting it started, getting you guys going, answering any questions, working out bugs and things like that. And like things that are a little awkward maybe or don't quite work right. And then in the spring or summer or sometime next year, I will open it up again for new members to come and join. They won't be founding members, but they'll just be new members, and they can come and join us. And then the cart will close again. And then later, maybe in the fall or winter or something next year, I'll open it again for more members to join so that I can really just focus when we're in it, just focus on being with you guys and doing what I need to do for all of you. When you're launching something, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of like planning and all of that. And so it just pulls you away from the other things just a little bit, but it is a lot of work. So that's how it's going to be. So if you join in November as a founding member, when we start in January, it's not going to open in January for other people to join. Like this is your time to join. And the same thing is going to happen with Art Journal Adventure. So we've got 2 more months of Art Journal Adventure for this current plan. So November's kit is coming just in a couple weeks, a week or two. And then December's kit will come December 15th, and that will take us into January 15th. And that will complete the 2023 year of Art Journal Adventure. And then this new version that I'm going to talk about in a second, so just hang out with me for a minute, will start January 15th of 2024. All right. So that's kind of how it's going to work. And then again, it won't be open all the time because I don't need to go in the details because you guys don't care about that. So it'll be a closed cart situation for that as well, and it will open quarterly or however often I decide. I don't know that detail yet. That's why some stuff I like wait to want to tell you because I don't necessarily know every single detail, and I don't want to say something that ends up being different later because I really always want to try to be as transparent, honest with you with all the things as I can be. So here's what the Art Journal Adventure is going to be next year, starting January 15th, 2024. And people will be able to sign up for this the week of December 4th. Let me just double check because I have planned the rest of my year already. December 4th will be the time to make this choice. But because this Mixed Media Academy choice has to happen sooner, I'm going to give you this information so that you can make the best choice for you. Okay. So thank you for asking the questions, John. I do really appreciate it. So Art Journal Adventure, this is how it'll be for 2024. It'll be a quarterly commitment. So you'll sign up for 3 months at a time. You'll just pay once for 3 months at a time. All right. And the first month you will get in the quarter, you will get a journal and so yeah, hold on. Okay, let me say this a different way. All 3 months you'll be getting journaling prompt cards from me, 4 of them, an exclusive Cassie's or Cassandra Louise stencil, and um, paper or quote sheets or some ephemera pack from me. Okay, and actually, a small what is it? Texture stamp. Sorry, I don't have all my notes fully written out here, so I'm going a little bit from memory. So sorry, let me say that one more time. All 3 months, you will get journaling prompt cards, a Cassie's, I'm still getting used to it, a Cassandra Louise stencil, an ephemera pack, and a Cassandra Louise um, designed stamp from me. And it will be either like a texture stamp or a shape or something to use in your journal, or it will be a quote or some words or something that's useful for your journal. Okay. It will definitely all still be journal focused. All right. And those will be exclusive to the kits while the kits are active. In January or in the first month of that quarter, you are also going to get a journal. So here's how it'll go. January, February, March of next year, the first kit, you will get a journal and 4 journaling prompt cards, an exclusive stencil, an exclusive stamp, and an ephemera pack. Okay. And then February, you'll get the journaling cards, the stencil, the stamp, and the ephemera pack. And then same thing in March, journal, or not journal, journal cards, stencil, stamp, and ephemera pack. Okay. So that's what you're getting from now on, or for 2024 for the Art Journal Adventure group. But the first month in every quarter, you will get a new journal and it will be a different journal every quarter. Okay. So you get to try new journals, try different ones. I'm going to give you ones with different kinds of paper, different sizes, stuff like that. Okay. And that quarterly commitment will be $59. So under $20 a month, you're going to get all that stuff. And it will be a quarterly commitment. So you pay for the quarter upfront. You get the kits mailed to you every month for those 3 months, and then it will just automatically restart every quarter until you cancel. Does that help you? Do you have more questions around that? It's not active to purchase yet. That's okay, Mom. You can watch the replay, or I can call you and talk to you later if you want. It's up to you. But Dawn, does that help you understand the Art Journal group better for next year? It is very different, and you still will have we'll still have the portal, the class portal, and but you won't have a video for every prompt card anymore. I will make one video, an inspirational video for the month, to talk about the new journal, to look at the products, and just to like sort of get you going. But it's really going to be a stencil, a stamp designed by me, an ephemera pack to use in your journal, and then a cool journal that maybe you haven't used yet. I have some fun ideas for journals that we've never used together before. So I am really excited about that group, but it is definitely changing. So I hope that's helpful. That's good. So anyway, that's it. That's the Art Journal group. So you see how they're really different. The Art Journal group is going to be really focused on using my supplies, my design supplies to work in a journal, using all the art supplies that we've got over the last 3 years and whatever else you've got on your own. And then the Mixed Media Academy is going to be really focused on a topic every month and an art element every month, and really digging deep into all of that. So any questions about either thing? While I'm here, I'm happy to answer anything about Art Journal or Mixed Media Academy. Just to recap, the Mixed Media Academy is open now. And I will post the link to that page I was showing you earlier So you can read more information about it, or you can just go to the shop and find it and pick which one you want. And the cart closes for that on November 10th, which is next Friday. And then for the new Art Journal Adventure group that will start January 15th of 2024, that group that will go on sale December 4th for that week. And then again, that will start in January. So, all right. Any questions? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for so long. I mean, ooh, it's been almost an hour. I was thinking like 30 minutes would be in and out, but it's so fun to talk about. And I'm really excited about all of this. I think both groups are great. It is a lot of information, Susie. Yes. Both groups are great and they're different. And you could do both or you could pick one. And it's totally up to what feels right for you, what fits into your life, into your world, into like the direction you're going with your art and your creative practice in general. I just want to say thanks to everybody that participated in the daily creative practice this week. That was so much fun. If you didn't share your final makes for that, I would love to see it. I will share mine right after this call. We had company over last night, and I just sort of turned my social media off after that, so I didn't get to share mine, but I will definitely share. Sarah says, "I'll have to watch the replay to catch up on the stuff at the beginning." Yes, definitely, and you can all uh, send me private message or email or whatever. If you have more questions, you can just ask a question in the group, whatever you want. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks. It is so fun to do that. I really love doing it. And if you didn't get access yet to the class portal for the daily creative practice, that is free for everybody. You need to, I'll share the link again on my Facebook page. You need to click that link and go and follow the prompts there to get into it, because it's free for you forever. You just have to get into it, because the videos are going to go away on the Facebook and YouTube page, but you'll have them in that class portal forever. You can log in there and watch them whenever you want and go through that process again. And I put week 2 in there from, we did this like last summer, I think, and I put all of those videos in that class portal. So you have 2 weeks of daily creative practice that you can go through whenever you want, and it's yours forever as long as you want it. And when we do it again in the future, I'll add those into that portal, so you'll just have a running list of daily creative practice stuff to do. So that's pretty fun. All right, I don't see any more questions. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today and for always supporting me and being a part of this amazing creative journey with me. I am I'm blown away all the time with how supportive and amazing this community is, and I'm so grateful. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't I get emotional, but I just love you guys so much. And in whatever capacity I get to be creative with you, I very much appreciate it. And I am very, very grateful for all of you. So let me know if you have questions later. Let me know if you're like not sure, which one you want to do, or any of them, or both of them, or whatever. I would love to talk you through it and just help you make the best decision for you. And I love you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday, so go have fun and do things. It's gray here, but it's fine because we can just go sit and make art. So anyway, love you guys. And don't forget, Tuesday starts Handmade for the Holidays, and that will be live on Facebook and YouTube. And I've got some really fun stuff planned for that. And then December starts Advent Calendar, and we have 4 Advent calendars this year. Holy moly. So you have only just started to see me. We are going to have so much fun the end of this year. And I hope to see you guys soon. Okay, Tuesday. I'll see ya, 7 p.m. Bye-bye.